Well, all right, here we go. For sale, 2018 R1200 GS Rallye. So what makes the Rallye just so special is the, of course, the paint scheme is one. It's in the Lupin blue. You can see that the frame is blue as well. But it's got the sport suspension, which, in my opinion, is just an awesome thing to have on a bike because it's essentially just everything's electronic. It doesn't matter what you put on the back, if you have a second person on there, or if you have a passenger, obviously, or any of that. The bike automatically adjusts and levels out and puts the preload and all that kind of stuff at the optimal position so that the bike is handling with the best characteristics it can, no matter what you throw onto it. And that's all, done while you're riding at the click of a switch, or all that kind of stuff. Is just it's pretty phenomenal, and essentially it just kind of takes anything away from you having to think about that, and you could just ride without worrying about it. It's pretty nice. So the Rallye has a sport suspension. Of course, you got the bigger Rallye foot pegs on there. Since the photos that have been posted, I've added the beak. I always felt that the normal GS's just felt a little naked at the front, so I wanted to finish this one off with the beak, and this one does have it now. You got the taller windshield, and again, this is all adjustable. You just click this and rotate this, and you can adjust the riding height of that windshield, which is really cool. I do have the back case, the top case, which I will load on here, and you can see how that works. And of course, it is drive shaft, so again, no maintenance problems. I do have the covers for this, but I just like the way that looks. Essentially, there's black covers that cover the frame here, and they cover, I think, whatever pivot joint that is, but I just think it looks so much cooler with it open. Obviously, there's no seals in there or anything like that where having them uncovered is a problem. I just think it looks super cool. I feel like when you cover them, all of a sudden this beautiful blue frame is only partially showing. So I leave mine cover, but I do have them. So let's go through the controls here. The bike is fully electronic, so that means even the on-off switch, even the fuel cap is all electronic. You can see there's no key there. You have this rotary dial. This is to adjust through or kind of navigate through the settings on the TFT display, and this is the menu in which you toggle through that as well. So it's like a mouse. You can see here I can rotate and then toggle through the actual menus, and then select which one I want by pushing forward or pulling back. You have ABS and of course traction control and all that kind of stuff. This is your adjustment for suspension. So if you wanted to do like a minimum or a maximum height, you can. I leave it in auto, why not? But depending on how tall you are, you can of course adjust the suspension height, and it's pretty awesome. Again, it's on the fly too, so you can do it if you're about to hit some off-road and you want to get some additional ride height in there, you can do that. It's got cruise control, which is pretty awesome to have as well. Heated grips as well. Here's the heated grip menu, or I guess whatever you want to call it, indicator. And then this is the mode. So this is going to go through your Dynamic Pro, Enduro Pro, rain and road. And when I turn this on, we'll see if we can see it in the sunlight here. Probably flick a little bit. There we go. So right now I'm in Dynamic Pro, and if I toggle through here, you can see I get to Enduro Pro, rain and road. And the difference with Dynamic Pro and Enduro Pro versus the standard Dynamic and Enduro is I have the I forget what they call it. I think it's called the Pro chip, and the Pro chip I have installed on this bike. Every Rallye gets it. It's just whether or not people actually know to put it in there, but I've installed it, and so that's why you get Pro and Enduro Pro, and that's what this little white indicator thing means is that the chip is actually installed. And so what that allows you to do is to dial in your throttle and your, I guess, the reaction that it has and the speed at which it does things. I can show you if I go through the menu here, if I go back through my vehicle, I can, actually I think it's in settings, but you can see here that you can toggle through all the menus. And really nice feature too is you can see all your tire pressures right on the fly, and you can see everything's green, so everything looks looking good. I love having like the ability to adjust my music, which again is it's all connected through my phone and my helmet, which is down there at the bottom, and that's really cool to have. Also telephone. Settings is where you get to these things with, I think it is, let's go back. Let's go back. Vehicle settings, I think is what it is. Yeah, so then here you have your Enduro and your Dynamic road modes. So you can see that I have my throttle response all the way up. DTC is your traction control. Again, that's all the way up. And this is because it's Dynamic road is really for road riding. But if I wanted to do, let's say like the Enduro Pro stuff, you know, you would reduce probably some of your traction control and of course your ABS. I haven't really touched these things too much, but the cool thing is that it's there and you can do whatever you want with it. Going back to the regular screen here, if I toggle up, you can see that there's my fuel, trip 1, trip 2, average, let's see, all sorts of different things that you have up there. Average speed, and then you have your, again, quick access to your tire pressures, 144 miles to empty. All that stuff is, and again, you have your outdoor exterior temperatures. All that stuff comes in handy, whether or not you think it does or not. It's pretty cool to have because it just makes, you know, as I've been riding for a long time, you know, I never used to have these features and things like that, and it makes riding a bit more enjoyable once you've been doing it for so many years, because you kind of get tired of all the other, you know, crazy sport bikes out there and adventure bikes. And again, the GS is just so special because it is the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Again, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and you know, again, mine is just mine. And I've gone from 800s to bucks or cups to you know, true sport bikes, all that kind of stuff. And this one is just truly special. Why am I getting rid of it? Is because I don't ride it enough, and it really just sits right in the garage, blanketed all day long and all that kind of good stuff. So I wanted to get out there and somebody to ride it. So I'm going to show you how the top case works. I have the Vario case, and I'm doing this one-handed, but you basically put it right in the back like that, and then you push down, and then this little guy you just push forward. And sorry, it takes two hands to do that, but anyways, you just push this lever in, and then all of a sudden this thing is locked and loaded on there. And it has a lot of space. It's a Vario case, so that means that you can actually adjust the riding height, sorry, not the riding height, the capacity of what's inside. So I can actually increase the height inside, giving me some more volume. I have the backrest on there, which I find to be useful if you have a passenger. My wife likes it, and it's a pretty solid system. So anyways, that's it. The 2018 R1200 GS Rallye is for sale. It's a beautiful bike, no scratches, rides exceptionally, and well, hope you like it.